particularly the word, which would be Yahawah, him personified, man. He's going to be the one that's going to actually physically put out evil. And who's the evil? The so-called white man. That's right. Because all this wickedness that you see in planet Earth, who do you think it came from, man? Right, we know that it comes from Satan, but Satan has a counterfeit. I mean, he has a counterpart, a physical counterpart, and he works inside particular nations of people. And the so-called white man is the chiefest of them. Don't believe me? I asked a couple of their counterparts yesterday in downtown Houston. I asked the so-called Edomites, or so-called white people, name one good thing. Hey, I'm gonna ask you. Can you think of one good thing, one good contribution that the so-called white race has done for humanity? You see that? Nothing. Right. All they've done is go around the world. What do you say?
Bro, I was going to at least say they invented
something. They didn't invent nothing because guess what? All the inventions that it was us.
Built off us.
In slavery, really. Yeah. That goes to show you, even in our worst state, we're better than them in their best state. That goes to show you what? They're the base man, right? Right? You see that? You see that, bro? As a matter of fact, give me man, I just got a precept. That's all right. Go ahead. Yeah, finish that up.
And deceit shall be quenched.
I got a precept for you.
Yeah. All right, bet. Just hold him. Yeah, go ahead.
Let him read 28.
And deceit shall be quenched.
And deceit shall be quenched. Go ahead.
As for faith, it shall flourish.
Hold on. As for faith, right? Something that our people don't have, man. Our people don't have faith. And they go into the chapel, you know what I'm saying? Acting like they got faith, but you really don't have faith, right? And the proof that you don't have faith is that you dependent upon Biden to give you another stimulus check, right? Man, we'll give a damn about that stimulus check. You know what I'm saying? All right, you got faith in Egypt, you got faith in America, man, right? They tell you to go get a COVID shot, you're gonna get it. Why? Because you put your faith and hope in this so-called white man, right? But right now, true faith is flourishing in the remnant of the seed of Jacob, man. Go ahead.
As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome.
Corruption shall be overcome, right? So the Lord, this is his movie. So he set up the good guy, he set up the bad guy, man, right? Like, all right, I'm just gonna let this movie play out. I'm just gonna let it get to its climax, and I'm gonna come in, right, with that sickle, with that, like, you know, the like the depiction of the Death Angel, or like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
You see that they actually come up with that depiction from Revelation 19, and that man that got that sickle, that reaping staff is Yahawah, who the people will call Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He's coming back. Hey, it's about to be bloody, man. Yeah. All right, and you can feel it in the air, man. Like cause I'm not from here. When I came here last night, bro, I was talking to the bro. I was like, man, I feel something in the air, bro. Like it just feels dark. You know what I'm saying? But this is a heavy spirit that the Lord put up over this place, man. Right? He's marking every single individual right now. Give me Ezekiel 9:4. Oh, what you got, bro? Ezekiel 9:4.
Where you from, though?
I'm from Dallas. Well, I'm from Louisiana, but I live in Dallas right now. Yeah. Ezekiel 9:4. Because the Passover ain't over, man. Well, of course, the actual ceremony is over, right? But in a spiritual sense, the Passover ain't gonna be over until we get up in the chariots, man. Because the Lord's still going around, right, marking people for destruction. He passing by everybody's door. And guess what? He hit DMX's door the other night. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's the judgment of the Lord, man. Right? Yeah, he got it. Oh, you got it?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city.
Yeah, go through the midst of the city, because the Israelites, we're a people before we're a place. We're a people before we're a city. So the Lord is going through the midst of us right now. Go ahead.
Through the midst of Jerusalem. And set a mark.
And set a mark. Go ahead.
Upon the foreheads of the man.
And this ain't no physical mark. This is a spiritual mark, right? Because the Lord is the Spirit, right? You can't see the actual marks that he's putting up on people, right? But he's giving us a spiritual mark right now. He's sealing us for the day of redemption or for the day of doom. Go ahead.
That sigh and that cry.
Yeah, so put a mark upon the men that sigh and cry for what?
For all the abominations.
For all the abominations. So why y'all getting on us when we speak out against these faggots walking around this campus, man? All right? The Lord he's actually sealing us for redemption when we sigh and cry, because give me 2 Peter chapter, hold what you got. No, don't drop it.
No, it was Ezekiel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me 2 Peter 2 and like verse talking about Vex. Vex is righteous spirit. 2 Peter 2 and start at verse 4.
This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned.
Yeah, so if he didn't spare the angels that sinned, who's the angels that sinned? Lamentations chapter 2, the Israelites. Go ahead.
but cast them down to hell.
He cast us down to hell. He cast us down over here to a lower state, to America. Go ahead.
And delivered them into chains.
What's those chains? These corruptible bodies. Go ahead.
Into chains of darkness. To be reserved unto judgment.
You see that? To be reserved unto judgment. I'm going to show you that the Lord actually marks. He captivates people just to send them off into judgment. Go ahead.
And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness.
Yep, and this is why a part of going into wisdom and obtaining wisdom, you got to know history. And we just got that at Wisdom Solomon chapter 8, verse 8, right? So now you got to rewind back into history, man. Consider the days of old. That's in the law. The law tells you to consider the days of old. So now we're considering the days of Noah. Go ahead.
Bringing in the flood upon the world.
So the Lord brought upon a flood back then, right? We know that there's nothing new under the sun. Go ahead.
Upon the world of ungodliness.
Upon the world of ungodliness. How much more today? This is a world filled with ungodliness, man. I shouldn't have to go through a long, drawn-out list of all the wicked deeds that's going on, right? The very fact that you got these trans in sports, right? If you go to jail, if a man say, guess what, I'm a woman, now you go to a woman's side of the cell, man. All right? Hey, bro, that's wicked.
It's wicked as hell.
Come on, man. Like, who thinks about
I
that?
got a precept.
Okay, Kyle, just hold it. Go ahead.
Verse 6.
We're going to get
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. How much more America, right? When you got, this wickedness flourishing, man. How y'all sisters doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Y'all the Israelites. Y'all ever heard about that before?
Yeah.
Okay, where'd you hear about it from?
My grandma.
Really? That's
My
what's
grandma
up.
talks to me about it all the time.
Okay, good. How you feel about it though? Okay. Give me Jeremiah 62 real quick. I'm gonna tell you what the Bible calls the Israelite women. All right. And this is how the Israelite women should conduct themselves in like manner. All right. Are y'all married or anything? Yeah. Got men or anything?
I don't.
Okay, well if y'all do, you know what I'm saying, aspire to get that, put yourself up under a man that actually, fears the Lord, that actually loves the Lord. Because you don't want to make, because the book of Ecclesiastes tells us to don't make ourselves underling to a fool. You don't want to be set up under a man that's a fool, a man that don't have no sense of dignity, no sense of pride in his own nation of people who don't know his God. He don't know nothing about nothing except just being a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put yourself up under somebody like that. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion.
Yeah, which would be you all. You're all the daughters of Zion. Go ahead.
Unto a comely and delicate woman.
Unto a comely and delicate woman. See that? Because by nature, y'all are actually supposed to be, very delicate, very soft. You know what I'm saying? Submissive towards your husbands, which is a no-no word in this society, submission. You know what I'm saying? Because this kingdom has taught you, to basically rebel against your husband. You know what I'm saying? You equal to your husband. But the Lord sets everything in its proper order. He got everything classified in its proper order. The man is supposed to submit to Christ. The woman's supposed to submit to the man as the man submits to Christ. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so y'all just remember that. Somebody get them a flyer real quick. All right. It's good y'all listen. Good y'all listen. Y'all be careful out here, okay?
You too.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, so yeah, where was we at? Oh yeah, finish that up.
Peters.
Yeah. Then we gonna get the precept.
All right. The book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
And turn the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. The same thing that's going to happen to Babylon the Great, right? When you read Revelation 17, it says that he's going to make America desolate, or make Babylon desolate and burn her with fire. All right? After anything's burned, it's just a heap of ashes, man. That's what America has cultivated for herself, right? This place is built off of rape, rob, and murder. Tons of bloodshed, right? What the Bible tells you, give me that Numbers chapter 35 and 33.
I got you.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 19.
Beautiful.
And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms.
Ooh, Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, because all kingdoms are actually glorified in this whole, man. Hey, China glorifies in America. This is why when you look at China's infrastructure, when you look at China's entertainment, it's all set up after the same fashion and glory of America. Why? Because I'm gonna get it. Everybody has drunken the Kool-Aid of America, man.
Revelation 17.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this in Jeremiah This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. Babylon has been a gold cup in the Lord's hands, a cup that made the whole earth drunk. The nations drank Babylon's wine, and it drove them all mad. See that? So all these nations, man, has drunken the wine and fornication, right? The Kool-Aid of America. Now all the nations are drunk off this whore's wine, man. Right? Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
No.
Good, good. Hey, you Israelite, man. You ever heard about that?
Yeah, the Bible.
Yeah, exactly. The Bible. What you think about it?
Being an Israelite?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too much about it, but what do you think about it?
What I think about it, I think it's the greatest thing ever told to me.
That's right.
Knowing that I'm above all nations of people of the earth, right? And now I gotta submit unto my God. Salvation is for me, right? When he basically comes back and conquers planet Earth and establishes. Give me Revelation 5:5 real quick, because the kingdom of heaven is gonna be right here on earth. And getting to know, since I'm an Israelite, I'm gonna be the next ruler of planet Earth, right?
Christian?
Yeah, we're Christians.
Yeah.
We're the true Christians, not in the modern sense, but we're the true Christians.
I see.
Yeah.
I understand what you're
Followers
Go
of
ahead.
Christ.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 5. And one of the elders said unto me,
5 and 10.
5 and 10, Salaki. Verse 10, in haste made unto our God
And he has made us unto our God. Go ahead.
kings and priests,
Uh-huh.
and we shall
Right.
reign on the earth.
See that? So he's made us into God, kings and priests, and we're gonna reign on the earth. The Christian church, they don't teach you that. They teach you once you die, you're just gonna float up in the sky with some white man with a big beard. You're gonna have a halo around your head. Man, that's boring as hell. If that's heaven, I don't wanna go. Right? Hey, so he says that in the according to the Bible, heaven or the kingdom is gonna be right here on planet Earth. And we're gonna be kings. What do kings do? They rule. Thank you, bro.
That's right.
I like the way how you said it. He said rule. That's exactly, bro. We gonna, hey, bro. Anything you're ruling, guess what? That means somebody gotta be on the bottom. See that? So the first thing I'm looking for, knowing I'm a king, I'm looking for somebody to put under subjection to me.
So
And
who's gonna be on the bottom?
woo,
Great question.
beautiful.
Who's on
Matter of
the top
fact,
right
let's
now?
get that again.
'Cause
Ecclesiastes
I
10.
thought that he was trying to teach that we're gonna be servants. That
Huh?
we need to be servants to him.
Yeah, we servants to him, but other people gonna be servants to us. As a matter of fact, give me Revelation 3 and 9 real quick.
Ecclesiastes
Who's
10.
gonna serve us?
Huh? I'm about to show you, and that's the gospel. Did you know that that's actually the gospel, bro? Hey, you a smart brother. Hey, man. Hey, man. The Lord got good things in store for you.
read the
Listen.
Bible a little bit.
Good, good. All right, so we're gonna show you how basically how the roles are gonna be reversed, and this is actually the gospel. But first, we're gonna read this. Go ahead.
Fine. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9.
Give me Isaiah 61.
Behold, I will make thee of the
Alright, and you give
synagogue
me-
of Satan.
Give me Isaiah 14. Oh yeah, read that again.
It said, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan,
Uh huh.
which say they are Jews.
Now, who's saying that they the Jews for the large majority of the part today?
I don't know. Tell me.
So-called white folk over there in the land of Jerusalem today, huh? They say that they the Jews, them little curly-headed bastards. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
and are not,
And they are not. See that? Go ahead.
but do lie.
And they lie. They saying that they the Jews, but we telling you that we the Jews. We're gonna be the ones set up in a place of authority. Go ahead.
Behold, I will make them to
Oh,
come,
and he's gonna make them do what?
to come and worship before thy feet.
See that? Why? Because you're a king. He's gonna make them fake Jews, them so-called Edomites, them so-called white folk, as they're gonna come before us and worship at our feet. Right? See that? The roles gonna be reversed, but this all gonna happen when who the world calls Jesus Christ is gonna come back and set everything in its proper order. Because right now the world is turned upside down. Give me Isaiah 29. Right now everything's turned upside down, man. All right, go ahead.
This book of Isaiah chapter 60.
Oh
verse
yeah, hold that. Hold that.
You want 29 and what?
29 and 16.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 16.
Mhm.
Surely your turning of things upside down.
See that? Right now, everything in the world is turned upside down. So when the Lord come back, he's gonna flip it back. Right now, who on the bottom? We on the bottom. See that? Who's on the top? They on the top.
Who's on top?
So-called white race.
No,
This is
that's
their
not-
time to rule.
that's
Give me
not-
2 Ezra 6 and
That's not
9.
exactly who's on top.
Yes, it is. Watch, we're about to show you.
I got Revelation 13 and 9.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, bet. Give me 2 Ezra 6 and 9. They are on top because this is their time to rule. The Lord gave every nation a particular time to rule. right? And he gave the so-called Edom, well, the Edomites, according to the Bible, which would be the so-called white race, their time to rule. This is their world.
But you don't think that this is Satan's world?
Is this Satan's world? They are the counterpart of Satan. As a matter of fact, give me 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, because they actually work the works of Satan. See that? And the Bible tells you that. We're going to get this verse.
I agree.
Yep, we're about to show you. Yep. Real quick, bro. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse, remember, work the works of Satan. Yep, verse 9.
It's the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 9. Even him.
Yep, even him. And he's talking about the same ones in that same chapter, those who oppose and call themselves God, right? Who makes themselves as God, sitting in the place in the seat of God. Now, when you type in the word God on Google, who's going to pop up? A so-called white man. He's the one that called himself God. Go ahead.
Even him, whose coming is after
So
the
who's
works.
coming, right? This man is coming in the stead of, he's coming like this man. Go ahead.
Whose coming is after the works of Satan.
See that? So the so-called white race, the so-called Caucasian race, right? The Edomites that the Bible speaks of, their comings is as the works of Satan. This is why everywhere they go, they pollute the planet Earth. They put lead and poison in water. Right? They give everybody GMOs. They bomb innocent countries, innocent villages. They got hundreds upon thousands of little kids at the borders today. We still in captivity. We still paying tribute and taxes unto them. See what I'm saying? They rape, robbed, murdered our ancestors. Everywhere that this man go, he's cancer, man. Right? So in order to cure cancer, what you gotta do? You cut all of it, right? When you go to the doctor's office and you got cancer, does he just, I'm just gonna take this little piece? No, because it continues to grow. This man has blossomed, right, in planet Earth. So now the Lord got to come back with that sharp sickle, right, in the form of ICBM missiles and bomb this place. See that? So go ahead.
It's 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the what?
Esau is the end of the world.
He's the end of the world, because when you consider the humble beginnings, if you will, in Genesis chapter 25, Genesis chapter 27, you had two twin brothers. You had Esau and Jacob. We're Jacob. Esau's the so-called white race, right? And the Bible says that there are two different nations of people, right? And one shall fight against another, right? But one is going to prevail. He said, Jacob, we're going to actually be the ones that's going to prevail at the very end. This is why our father Isaac, his name Isaac simply means he who laughs last. Because we're going to get the last laugh at the end, bro. That's right. Right?
I agree.
See that? Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that
And
follows.
we're going to be the beginning of everything. What's the beginning of what's the beginning of the calendar, right? Springtime. See, this is actually the beginning of everything. When everything's blossoming, everything's beautiful, everything's turning back green, right? That's what's going to happen to planet Earth when we become the big beginning of things, right? Everything's going to be set back in its proper order. Right now, this man is death, man. All right, he's death.
I mean, it's not him.
It is. We're going to prove it to you. Give me
her.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. I'm going to show you, bro.
Okay.
Because the Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 15 that the last enemy to be conquered is death, right? Well, how does death play out? He's got to have humans or counterparts. That's actually people that's causing others to die. All right, you see that?
Do you think death is metaphorical or an actual being?
Death is an actual entity. Death is an actual angel, but that angel displays itself throughout, people.
Where
Death
does
is
it say
that.
that in the scripture?
It's Sirach chapter 39. Yep. Give me that Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 and 5.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5. Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
And that's a spirit. We were just reading about this wine that America forces all nations to drink, right? He transgresses by wine because he makes all these nations drink of his philosophies and ideologies and religions, right? Go ahead.
He is a proud man.
He's a proud man. Calling yourself God. Saying that you're the real Jew when you actually not, right? The Bible says that's a blasphemy. But you're so prideful and you still say that you're the greatest people, but you're not. You're a base man. You came out of caves. We had to teach you how to bake.
So who do you blame more? You blame death, the white man?
Give me
Satan?
Psalm chapter 94, verse 16.
Which one?
I'm about to show you.
Ain't Satan and the white man like one and the same?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Satan,
they're not.
he's a spiritual being, but he has a counterpart. We just read that. His going forth, or his coming is after the works of Satan. So Satan how does God work? How does he speak? Give me Hebrews 1:1.
I don't know. None of us
I'm about to
know.
show you.
None of
We
us
do.
know.
The Bible tells us.
None of
Hebrews
us know how
1:1,
he
real
talks.
quick. How does God talk?
I mean, the Bible is the word from him, yes.
It
but
is.
that's
But
all
how
we
is the
have.
word displayed?
Through
Through
that.
men.
Oh,
Somebody got to teach it. So go ahead.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 1, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
God, who at sundry times
So different times. Go ahead.
and in diverse manners
Different ways. Go ahead.
spake
This is how God is speaking. Go ahead.
in time past
In time past. Go ahead.
unto the fathers
Unto the fathers how?
by the prophets.
By the prophets. That's how God speaks. Go ahead.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 10.
Beautiful.
Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets.
Yep. You see that? Break it down.
You know, so pretty much saying that the voice of the Most High God is his prophets, like how the ancient days had Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, things like that. Today we'll be the prophets of the Most High God. We speaking the words of the Most High God that said the Lord. So everything this brother's saying, it comes straight out the Bible. He can pull a precept to back it up as well.
See that?
I mean, but for me, I firmly believe that I don't blame people, you know, because Satan is
Take
as
that
it
going
says,
in 1 and 6.
as it says in Scripture, he is the adversary,
Mhm.
and he's a deceiver.
Yep.
And he knows how to manipulate people,
That's right.
and he knows how to bring the worst out of them. He knows how to negotiate with God.
Yep. Beautiful.
And even Satan can get his request answered.
That's right.
So
Well, Satan works for God. Satan works for God. Satan works for God. We're gonna prove it. Everything that I've said so far, or the Spirit has said, have we not pulled a precept and proved it? We have. So don't let that catch y'all guard. We're gonna prove it with the Bible.
You can misinterpret the Scripture.
Satan works for God, and we're gonna show you, bro. We're gonna show you.
Where's the proof of that?
I bet. You got that first game?
Where's the-
You got Job?
I
I
got
bet.
Job.
Yeah, get that. Get
All
that.
right, so this is the book of Job, chapter 2 and verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. So in this context, the sons of God is talking about the angels. And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, for walking up and down it. And the Lord...
Story with Job. Okay.
Yeah, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and eschewed evil, and still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yeah, all that a man had will he give his life, but put forth thy hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he recursed it to our face. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. So when you read the book of Job, God, he told Satan, look, do what you want to do, but save his life. So if Satan wasn't under God, why did he listen to God?
He's not working for him. He can't do anything out of God's authority. Because remember, this is God's world, but he doesn't.
You say he can't do anything without his authority.
Everything.
So he needs his permission.
Everything. It's not just
So God doesn't do evil.
everything.
God doesn't do evil.
But God does not.
He doesn't do evil.
No.
All right, give me that.
Okay,
Isaiah.
I got you.
God it's in Scripture where it says that He's good. He cannot.
Oh, he's good. Does that make him evil just because he do evil?
We got
What
you.
are you talking about?
We're
God?
gonna show you.
We got y'all.
Get that.
This is Isaiah.
Oh, let him get it. Let him get it.
God is perfect. He cannot do evil.
Isaiah 45 and verse 7.
Read that again. Read that again.
The book of Isaiah chapter 45 verse 7. I formed the light.
So you agree? He forms the light, the beautiful things, right? Knowledge known as light. Go ahead.
And create darkness.
And he does what?
And create darkness.
And he creates darkness. Go ahead.
I make peace.
He makes
purpose.
peace. Listen, he makes peace, and what else?
And create evil.
God creates evil.
A purpose. It has a purpose.
Obviously has a purpose, but it's still
he's-
evil, though, right?
But he.
Hold on, no.
He's not evil.
Read that again.
Himself.
Huh.
He cannot do
We're
evil.
not saying he's evil.
We're not
Well,
saying
We're
wait,
saying
what
he
are y'all
creates
saying?
the evil,
Okay.
right?
But
Give me
yes,
Proverbs
but
11:1.
So him creating the evil is Satan under his authority.
Hold on.
I got you. This is Proverbs 11:1. A false balance.
A false balance. You know what a balance is, right?
Yes.
What is
Yeah.
it?
It's like equal liberty.
Exactly. Like when
Yeah.
you consider like
One
God
cannot exist without the other.
Exactly, because God is a judge, right?
Yeah, but Satan
when you
doesn't work
hold on,
for
hold
him,
on,
it's
hold on.
under his
when you
authority.
consider the setting of a courtroom, right?
Mhm.
What do they have? They have balance scales, right? With us knowing that God is a judge, He's not about to. Go ahead. He's about
A
to tell
false balance is an abomination to the
you.
Lord.
A false balance is an abomination. So if something's just outweighing this other thing, He's going to equal everything out, right? Go ahead.
But a just weight is his delight.
But a just way is his light. So he got what on his right hand side? He got good angels. Right on his left hand side, he got bad angels. Even like the little cartoons, they'll depict that to you. Like when somebody trying to make a decision, they got the devil on the left hand side, they got an angel on the right hand side. Where do you think they get that from? From the Bible,
Okay.
right?
So,
Go ahead.
Well, let me read this. Let's read one more witness real quick. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord had not done it?
See that? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hasn't done it? Wars, famines, pestilences? Who did it? Consider this, right? Who created famines, pestilence, plagues in the time of Egypt?
I mean, God sent that, yes.
Yeah, He
for
sent it.
purpose.
But who?
For a reason.
Exactly.
For a
That's
good
all we
reason.
saying.
In
That's all
the
we
end, it's
saying.
a good reason.
Exactly, it's a good reason.
But going back
and it's
to
all,
what you were
hold on.
saying
But
about-
what's that good reason for? To save Jacob.
Yeah, because he, as he states in Scripture, he has plans for us to prosper. Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
But I'm saying with how Satan, he doesn't work.
Give me Exodus
For,
15
he doesn't
and
work
I was
for
about
God.
to give you that Psalm 78. where it
Exodus
say
15
evil
and 3?
angels.
Okay, you get that. Yep.
Wait, this is Psalms, what, just because Satan would be evil angel, right?
Yeah, but he's under his authority.
Come on, watch this.
It doesn't work for him.
I got you. Look, Psalm 78, verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. So who sent the evil angels?
Okay.
There you go.
Wait. Read that one more time. Read that one more time.
This is Psalm 78, verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them.
Let me see that. Well, which part did you read that at? 'Cause you can't just pick out a script. You got to read like the context.
Well, can you
behind
show
it.
us?
I mean, I haven't read this part, so I'm going to read it myself so I can speak on
You
it.
read the whole thing, it's gonna be a little deeper.
Hey, bro, we just out here just trying to shed light, man, to show you the true,
I mean, yeah,
true nature of God.
Yeah,
man.
I understand. I get it.
Right.
I get it. I respect what y'all doing. We need more of this. To be honest. Because right now, we have some troubling times right now. Revelation is going on right now. So
Exactly, bro. So yeah, man, that's all.
49, right?
I got that Sirach 39 for you.
Okay, yeah, hold that on
Oh,
there.
this is King James version, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but we're not just like KJV only.
We got an
Like,
NLT right there.
Yeah, we got an NLT right here. You know what I'm saying? We do comparative text studies. You know what I'm saying? We do comparative
That's good.
scroll
Keep
studies. Yeah,
keep
man.
doing that. Keep doing that.
Yeah.
Read it out loud, King.
He gave also their increase until
On
the
what chapter is
caterpillar.
that?
This is why I read
78,
King
Psalm
James
Yeah,
version.
that's giving you that whole chapter is literally a summary of what the Lord just did for us in Egypt.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Destroyed their vines with hail.
Yep.
Yes.
It says, and what does it keep saying? He
So this
did
is-
this.
he
He
did
did that.
He gave
Now,
up their
obviously, he
cattle.
did it through angels. He did it through famine, plagues, and pestilences. But at the end of the day, it was him. Romans chapter 9, you listening real good? Romans chapter 9, verse 33, it says, "For who has resisted his will?" So you think those angels resisted his will?
I mean, look what happened to Joseph when he tried.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. I'm gonna read you one last precept. I think you got the point. It's in Psalms 103, verse 20. Now you consider that demons, those are angels, right? Bad angels, right?
Evil angels.
they are.
Evil angels.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah,
Hey,
those
I'm
bad
learning just
spirits.
like y'all.
Hold on,
Okay.
hold on. Yeah, those are bad spirits, right? They're angels.
I didn't know they were angels.
Yeah.
Really?
You got evil
Absolutely.
angels, you got good angels.
It's like an angel just means messenger.
Come.
Mhm.
That's all angels.
Wait, so the demons that was inside the guy that Jesus, helped, that
Lord
those were angels inside him, multiple angels.
The
You
evil
talking
angels.
about that
The demons.
the
Legion.
oh yeah, the legion. Yeah, those are evil angels.
Yeah.
Evil angels.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna show
I
you.
did not know that.
Come on.
Okay.
So this
I'm
is
learning
Psalm-
something. Okay.
Yep. So this is Psalms 103, verse 20. It says, "Bless the Lord, you his angels." So the angels bless the Lord, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. So the angels, all the angels, good and bad, do his commandments. The Lord, hold that, get that, Psalm 39?
Yeah.
All the angels are basically these death angels that the Lord got in his treasury. He don't release them until it's time to basically vindicate punishment on planet Earth, just like he did in ancient Egypt. Go ahead.
All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil.
Start at verse 28.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
So there are spirits that's created for vengeance. See that?
Okay, now I'm confused because why is people casting out angels then?
The Lord is casting out bad angels.
No, the people, the Pharisees that Jesus was talking to about how they was trying to say just because they, basically the Christians nowadays, how they was basically the old, Christians, what we are, they was, and how they was saying, how like, just because, we call out your name and things like that, and you was telling them, just because you do that doesn't mean you're going to have other things too. You got to do the work of
You're
God.
talking about Matthew
No,
7, yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out, like, they was saying, like, because we cast out demons in
In his
your
name,
name and stuff like that.
But they still didn't know him because they didn't know his works.
So, but with the castle, but why would they?
Oh, they what part you confused on, King?
Because that part, and then also the kid that had the seizures and stuff like that. That was an angel that was doing that to him.
A bad angel, yeah. And it's telling you what type of angels. Go ahead.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
So these are created angels. These are created angels. Who do you think created it? God. So he created for a reason. Go ahead.
In the time of destruction,
In the
they
time
pour
of
out
destruction,
their force.
go ahead.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
It's appeasing his wrath, right? It's basically he's venting out. Woo! Let me show you something real quick. All right, this is Jeremiah 51 and verse. This is Jeremiah 51 and verse.
It does make a lot of sense that he created everything. I mean,
Yeah.
It did say it started out in nothing, so
Yep.
it does make sense.
Yeah, I got that in 1 Kings 22. But
Okay.
Lion angel.
Okay, bet. Give me 1 second, King. I was just reading this the other night. Here you go. This is Jeremiah 50 and 25 in the NLT version. The Lord has opened his armory, see that? And brought out weapons to vent his fury. This is how the Lord vents out.
Because
Right?
he's vengeance.
Vengeance. What does Exodus 15:3 say? He's a man of war. Right? Go ahead.
Keep reading.
Yep.
Is that right? Come. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
See that? Keep reading.
Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions.
See that? Teeth. Why do you think he created? Now, God is good, but why do you think a lion got canines? Man, that looks vicious. But that came from the Most High. He made everything for a reason, like you said, for a reason.
And what's that reason?
He just told you, vengeance. Go ahead.
And scorpions, serpents, and the sword.
And the sword, go ahead.
Punishing the wicked to destruction.
That's why. Punishing the wicked. Right? Hey, look at the time during slavery. Hey, they put all types of animals upon us, man. Dogs. See that? Cougars. You know, different types of, lions, bears. Sharks. You know what I'm saying? Sharks. Gator bait. Gator bait. You see what I'm saying? That's what we known for. But the Lord created them gators for what? For vengeance upon the wicked. Because we was wicked. That's why we was in slavery, man.
There's a book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 4. The Lord had made
Beautiful.
all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked.
So the Lord made all things for himself. He said, yes, even what?
Even the wicked for the day of evil.
Even the wicked for the day of evil. That's straight out the word. See that? So now we're being acquainted once again with the true nature of God. Because for too long, the Christian church has just pacified this God like he was going to receive you if you just do anything. No. The Lord, why do you think little babies get shot in the head? Who did that at the end of the day? If the Lord has complete control of everything, why couldn't he stop that? Well, he's the one who allowed it. See that? Because obviously he's mad at somebody.
Got a precept for that.
See that? So he's a fair God. He's a just God. He does everything is balanced out perfectly. Right? You give me good, I'm gonna give you good. You give me bad, I'm gonna give you evil.
We're not saying that he's wrong for doing it, but we're just saying
Wait,
most he
wait.
does everything.
Hold on real quick. You said give him good. So what about
Deuteronomy 32 and 6, 2.
what about
I'm already
Jesus?
32. I was gonna give you.
Yeah, he's same thing. He
39.
works. All right, hold on. He
But,
works.
But what happened to him?
What do you mean? What happened to him?
How he died?
How did he
How
die?
how he was.
It was
crucified,
prophesied
of
that he
course.
would die for our wickedness.
Of course, but still the pain that he went through.
Yeah, it was for us.
Of course, but he did good.
Yeah, he
So
did
why
good.
did he get bad?
That was his
Because it was his punishment for us on our behalf. This is why he's known as what? A gift. A gift. A gift. A gift is what? It's a sacrifice that somebody made without you even have to ask for it. And guess what? That gift was given unto us, to the nation of Israel.
Let
See
me
that?
ask y'all this. What caused y'all to get into this?
The Spirit, man. We didn't ask for this. Give me John 6:44.
Come.
Hey, listen. You think I thought about? Hey, man, I'm gonna sacrifice a Saturday of mine. I'm gonna look like a fool. You know what I'm saying? With a Bible in the midst of a generation who don't give a damn about it. No, bro. I had other plans. I was supposed to be a nurse. See what I'm saying? I was supposed to, be making 80 grand a year. You know what I'm saying? Tricking off on the weekends, having an 800 credit score. Hey, the Lord said, nah, man, this is what you gonna do. Go ahead.
John 6 and 34.
John 6 and 44.
This is the book of John, chapter 6, verse 44. No man can come to me
No man can come to me. Go ahead.
except the Father, which has sent me to draw him.
That's why. I didn't come to him. The Father sent me unto him. See what I'm saying? Same thing for all these brothers. They weren't looking for it. They were smoking weed, getting high at their mind.
Every
I mean,
day.
we go
Huh?
here. Imagine what we was doing. We go here. We still go here.
See that? They still go
Yeah,
here.
we go here, bro.
How old are y'all?
I'm 20. I just turned 23.
22.
25.
Yeah, man, we was freshmen on this very campus.
Very 16. Talking about we at the parties.
We was party
Everything,
promoters.
bro. Everything you know of, we
You look
did.
familiar, but yeah.
Yeah, you done seen me around.
Yeah, he been around.
Ain't nobody choose this.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So that's why we out here, man, because we actually love our people. Unlike the Christian church, they say that they believe in the Bible. What's Pastor D read one verse, take it out of context, close the book, and then preach to you for the rest of this out of his heart. But everything we've been talking to you for at least what 40 minutes, what 30, about 30 minutes, maybe about 30 minutes. But everything, bro, everything we're saying backed up by the word. Why? Because His word is in our heart.
And I'll respect that. Y'all was actually going back, looking at the script and things like that. It seems like y'all actually read the context behind it, did the research.
Give me Psalms 119, verse 104. Because this is actually how you get understanding. This is actually how you get understanding, man, by actually, and this is why the Christian church, they don't have any understanding of what they worship. They know about Jesus. They know about the God of the Bible, bits and pieces of it, but they don't actually have a true understanding because they don't go, because the Bible's a puzzle, right? He speaks in similitude. Like when you read the Revelation, the book of Revelation, talking about a dragon come out of the ocean and 10 horns. Well, a Christian, they'll look at, oh, dang, at the end days, there's going to be a dragon with 10 horns coming out the ocean. No.
It's right, because no, think about it. What's the dream? The guy with that helped the Pharaoh with the dreams.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah,
Joseph?
and how they was talking. You know what? Now it makes a lot of sense because it's the same situation happened with his dream.
Exactly, bro.
Show is right.
Exactly, bro.
Show
So the
is
Bible's
right. Think about that.
Yeah, so the Bible's a puzzle, but you gotta put the pieces together with precept upon precept, verse after verse after verse after verse, and then you get the whole picture. Like, oh, that's what he mean by that.
Wait, so then what are we supposed to? How are we supposed to figure out that what does that mean?
Exactly.
What's that stand for? How are we supposed to know the signs?
The Bible breaks itself down. That's a beautiful thing. But first and foremost, you gotta have the Spirit to break it down for you, right? But hold on, what you got?
Well, because the precept is saying getting chastised for doing good. So this is the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and 19, New Living Translation. For God is pleased when, conscious of His will, you patiently endure unjust treatment. Of course, you get no credit for being patient if you are beaten for wrongdoing. For doing wrong. But if you suffer for doing good and endure it patiently, God is pleased with you.
See that?
I mean, that explains Job. What he went through because he was good and revered by God, and then you know what happened to him, but he got more than what he had beforehand.
Yeah, so that's all it is.
I got a precept.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 34. Give me understanding, and I shall keep thy law.
104?
Oh, 104. Oh, Shalaki.
Because right there, I got the precept for that.
Verse 104. Through my precepts,
Through His precepts, and the precepts is basically each verse in the Bible. Go ahead.
I get understanding.
I get understanding. All right, go ahead.
Therefore, I hate every false way.
Therefore, I hate every false way. Any false doctrine that was taught against the knowledge of God, I hate it. And how do I hate it? First, I got to understand what His true doctrine is, right? Verse after verse, after precept after precept. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I already got Isaiah.
Okay, got it.
It's Isaiah 28, verse 9. Whom shall He teach knowledge?
So this is the question, right? Even you said, well, how are we going to understand this? Well, the Bible asking you the same question. Who shall He teach knowledge? Go ahead.
And whom shall He make to understand doctrine?
Who's He gonna make to understand this doctrine? These deep dark mysteries of the Bible. Go ahead.
Them that are weaned from the milk.
Them that are weaned from the milk, because guess what? When we all came into this truth, we became babes. So now we got to drink the milk of the Bible, the basic things, right? Who you are, what's your nationality? Because for too long we've been calling ourselves black. You're not the actual color of this Bible, right? We different shades of brown. So if I'm not
this, saying stuff about that.
Yeah. So exactly. So if I know I'm not black, well, what am I? All right, I'm an Israelite. That's just milk, right? Go ahead.
And drawn from the breast.
So now we getting drawn from that. Go ahead.
For precept must be upon precept.
Precept, verse, gotta be upon verse. See that? That's why we was going to different verses, because the Spirit, told us where to go. Go ahead.
Precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line.
So we looking line upon line, all in context, man. See what I'm saying? But the Christian church, they don't do that. They read John 3:16, for God so loved the world. Close the book. You can eat a pork sandwich. The Lord love everybody. See what I'm saying? But hey.
I heard some people like it's like my barber. I don't know if y'all go to him. His name Marvin. Yeah, he's like him as way a lot of knowledge on the Bible, and he doesn't just read like he doesn't just take one out. Like dude knows what he's talking about.
That's good.
You know, it's rare when you see that. I mean, but the thing is, my point is that he's not a preacher.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to tell him that he should get his own church and everything and start
This
preaching
is church.
stuff like that.
Give me Acts chapter 7.
I got you. Oh,
Then give me
I'm
First
gonna finish this out.
Okay.
Here a little and there a little.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean Old Testament and New Testament. Remember that?
Wait,
First
what about
Corinthians,
the
12.
church stuff?
That is Acts 7.
Oh, the sacrifices?
Yeah, and how we not supposed to cut our hair.
That,
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, give me
we'll
Acts
get
7.
in there. We'll get in there.
Acts 7.
I got you.
I got
Church in the woods.
To be honest with y'all, I got 4 more minutes.
Okay,
I
bet.
got you. This is
All right.
Acts 7 verse. I'm gonna start at 38. This is he that was in the church in the wilderness with the angel.
You see that? Who was in the wilderness?
Satan and Jesus.
Nah, in the wilderness. Like after the Israelites came out of Egypt, Moses
that
split the Red Sea.
Let me
and
start
was
at
in the wilderness.
start
Yeah, get
37.
that.
This is 37. This is
the Moses thing?
yeah. This is that Moses was said unto the children of Israel, a prophet shall the Lord your God raise up unto you of your brethren like unto me. Him shall ye hear. This is he that was in the church in the wilderness with the angel which spake to him in the Mount Sinai.
So this give you basically the whole backdrop of time of Egypt, the time of the wilderness, us getting the commandments, going up on the covenant of the Most High. Go ahead.
And with our fathers who received the living oracles to give unto us.
So it says this was he that was in the church of the wilderness. Now, if you go into that word church in the Greek, because the New Testament was written in Greek, it means ecclesia, right? It means ecclesia. And this is the meaning. It says the assembly of the Israelites. What are we? Israelites. What are we doing? Assembly. We're assembling. So this is the church. We ain't got to go into the building because Acts chapter 7, verse 48 says that. All right.
This is Acts chapter 7, verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwell not in temples made with hands.
Come on, man. He don't dwell in them buildings. All right, keep reading.
As said the prophets.
As said the prophet. Who said that? Isaiah, chapter 66. Go ahead.
Heaven is my throne.
Heaven is his throne. Go ahead.
And earth is my footstool.
Earth is his footstool. Go ahead.
What house will you build me?
What house will you build him if he made all this? Why we got to go up on a building, man? We go wherever. Wherever we go, it's a church, man. Right? We having church right now. Actually breaking bread with our big brother, man. Yahawah. You see that? We ain't got to have no building, man. Right? When you consider the prophets of old, like Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, the Lord had them men to go out and outside. Give me Luke chapter 14, 28. He had them to go outside, man, and prophesy to the wind. You know what I'm saying? What we doing right now? Prophesying to the wind. If people want to listen or if they don't want to listen. Because guess what? The angels are going to take our words, because they're the messengers. They take our words out of the air, they send it back to the Most High. Right? Your servants are doing their job. Get that.
14:28.
14:23.
Okay, 23. This is the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges.
See that?
And compel them to come in.
See? And compel them to come into this truth. Come into this knowledge and knowing who you are. So this is why you see us out here. You don't see TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar out here. They in the comfort of an air-conditioned building. They lying to people, taking their money, right? You got people they only got light money bill. Give them their last dollar and cent to these pastors, man. You're not supposed to tie to those people. Give me Hebrews chapter 7, right?
And that was red letter
Hebrews
too.
7 and 4. Yep, red letter. See that? Go
The
ahead.
book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom cried without, she
See
uttered
that?
her voice in the streets.
Wisdom cried without, and she uttered her voice in the streets. Where we at? In the streets, bro. Right?
Wait. What was that one you just read?
Proverbs
you like that?
1 and 20.
No, because I already read that. Wait, look, let me see that real quick. You don't mind?
Proverbs 1 and verse 20.
Look at that.
Oh, no. This is talking about, I know what this one's talking about. This is not talking about that. This is talking about wisdom itself. He's talking about the importance of wisdom and why that is.
Okay, but how's wisdom displayed, King?
But,
Give me Sirach chapter 39, verse, I want to say verse
I know what he's talking about in this. He's
Yeah,
not
but
talking
how is
about
wisdom
that.
displayed? How did Solomon show his wisdom?
I don't know
Through his
much about
deeds,
that,
through his words.
But I know he's known
Hold on,
for
how
his
did
wisdom.
Queen Sheba, when Queen Sheba came to Solomon, right?
Yeah.
She listened to Solomon, she saw everything that he has, like, man, this is a wise man. She perceived that he was wise, he had wisdom through his speeches. So how does wisdom crieth out? Through men, right?
True.
So get that. Sirach 39, verse
Yeah, this is
Verse
talking
8.
about.
This is
And this-
Sirach, chapter 39, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
He shall show forth that which he had learned.
You see that? He shall show forth which he have learned. What if we have learned? Wisdom. So we're showing forth where? In the streets. Where even the Lord Yahawah or Jesus told us to go in the highways and the hedges. Go ahead.
and shall glory in the law
And,
of the covenant of the Lord.
And this is what we're doing. We're glorying in the law of the covenant. And what's that covenant? Telling that the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, they have an obligation and duty to fulfill. Right? They got to serve their power with fear and trembling. Right?
Okay. Well, what's your name?
But you call me T.
T. Sakayan. What's yours?
Azamawa.
Azamawa.
Yep.
Okay.
Zachariah.
Zachariah.
Dion.
Dion.
Mitch.
Sahar.
Sahar.
Nemer.
Zahara.
Zahara. I'm Sean. Nice to meet you.
All right, bro.
I hear everything what you're
All right,
saying.
bet.
I agree.
flyer.
Everything. I learned a lot from you.
Hey, give him a flyer. We're gonna get you a flyer, bro.
We're gonna be posting out here, bro. And we also got a YouTube channel called University of Israel. It's a video I got out right
University what?
now. University of
Show
Israel.
them the website.
Yeah.
University of Israel.
Go to your YouTube, King.
I mean, I already got it memorized.
Type it in
University of
YouTube.
Israel.
Watch
but
this.
it's hard
Type
to
in
find the channel.
Yeah, I got him. Type in YouTube. The word comes to PV. I was up here cutting that white dude that be coming up here.
Oh, you was
Yeah,
getting him?
yeah, I got
Oh,
that video.
them dudes, man.
You said University of.
Just type in the word comes to PV.
AMU.
You said
PV.
word comes to PV.
The word comes to PVAMU.
Word comes to. Comes to PV. AMU. Wait. AMU like that. Oh, so you was getting at the white dude in this video?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm listening to my friend.
And then subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got more videos
I don't
too.
have a channel.
We got hella edification videos. We put out lessons and stuff too.
Yes,
So-
That's funny as hell. I'm gonna
You have to
I'm gonna
type that
say
in
that.
verbatim,
Okay.
right? Because it don't pop up if you just type in the word comes
All right, bro. All right, bro. No problem, man. No problem.
I learned a lot.
Pops up.
Yep.
I learned a lot.
It don't, if you type in University of Israel, it don't pop up.
Thank
That
you.
one
Praise, bro.
Type in
Shalom.
the word comes to PV.
You typed in
Keep doing what y'all doing.
Popped
Y'all
up.
know, I know God's saying.
Oh, you talking about PV?
And
I said
he
PV.
said something
I got
about how if you take a sinner, if you
216. Yep.
Yeah.
I already know. Yep.
man, y'all doing good, man. Keep that up.
Praise
Keep that up. And, definitely inspirational.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. That's good, bro. Hey, we want you to, you know what I'm saying, if it's the Lord's will, for you to come in the truth, man. All right, we want to see you on this side, man.
Come.
But y'all should come around like 5 around that time if y'all want to start
Today?
like conquering people. Yeah, because that's when the MSC start. The MSC
What's the
opens.
MSC?
Closed now.
What's that?
It's closed now.
Yeah, 5
Oh,
o'clock
okay.
is when like lots of
And
people.
we'll probably come back out here a little bit. We'll
Yeah.
probably take a little break.
What's
Take a
the
little
main
break. Come back.
thing y'all portraying?
Oh,
The main-
we
Flashlight
teach
on.
the main thing that we
Flashlight
teach is that salvation is for Israel, the God of the heaven. He's a so-called black man who sent forth his son Jesus Christ to come back, who's also a so-called black man to wage war on the wickedness and atrocities that's done in America, mostly, and to redeem his people. And we're gonna be rulers next.
By the way, I agree that Jesus is black because that's in Africa, so I don't
Exactly.
understand he's
Yep.
white. But
Yep.
hey, it was nice meeting all y'all. You know, it was very informative. I learned a lot from y'all, and I will keep all that in mind. I'm gonna keep
Good.
reading my stuff and
Good, bro.
learning and trying to do the work, so just like y'all.
Bet.
I was inspired. So
That's good,
nice
bro.
meeting all of y'all.
You too, man. Hey, you look at
Yeah.
that video, bro.
I'm finna send. Because my friends was getting on me about this white dude, and I'm finna send it to them in the group chat.
All right, bro. All right, be careful,
All
King.
right, man.
Yeah. That's what we come out here for, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. You know. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Mawaf la babal.
Ball.
Ball.
the ball.